Hi, Pastor Jennifer here with Psalm 6, episode 6 of the Psalmcast. Could be subtitled King David Sings the Blues. Looked at a couple of translations, and the one that I like is the New International Version, so I'll go ahead and jump in. The text will be in the comments below. O Lord, do not rebuke me in your anger or discipline me in your wrath. Be merciful to me, Lord, for I am faint. O Lord, heal me, for my bones are in agony, my soul is in anguish. How long, O Lord? How long? Turn, O Lord, and deliver me. Save me because of your unfailing love. No one remembers you when they are dead. Who praises you from the grave? I am worn out from groaning. All night long I flood my bed with weeping, to drench my couch with tears. My eyes grow weak with sorrow, they fail because of my foes. Away from me, all you who do evil, for the Lord has heard my weeping. The Lord has heard my cry for mercy. The Lord accepts my prayer. All of my enemies will be ashamed and dismayed, and they will turn back in sudden disgrace. You know, when we started this whole journey with Psalms, Psalm 1 started out with how to be happy, follow the rule of God. Psalm 2 went into a whole discourse on leadership. Psalm 3, 4, 5, things are going really badly for David, and he keeps on crying out to God for help and saying that his enemies will be destroyed. By Psalm 6, pretty significant disarray. He floods his bed each night with his tears. That's powerful stuff. 3 thoughts from Psalm 6. First, everybody gets the blues sometimes. Life is hard. It just is. And in some ways, having King David speak to the difficulties that he's experiencing in his own life, it gives the rest of us permission to say, yeah, we might not have the same struggles David did. We won't have a child trying to take over the kingdom, but there are so many other causes for sadness, for despair in the world, whether we're in a time of COVID or not. It's just that life is hard sometimes. And so the first acknowledgement is that life is hard, that we are not superhuman, that we do need to call out for help sometimes. That's a good thing. That leads to the second point, that calling out for help, particularly calling on God for help, that's a blessing. Because for me, when I'm calling out for help, calling out for despair, that is a call for intimacy. People who are on the outer ring, people who don't know me well, will never know the struggles that I have. But people who are in my inner circle, the ones with whom I have trust, intimacy, those are the ones I'm going to tell, yeah, life is hard. I'm sad. I need help. Calling out to God in times of sorrow and trouble is a way of developing intimacy with God. That's a good thing. And the third piece, and this is the piece that's really significant, is that what the psalmist is doing here is turning his sorrow and his suffering into art, into poetry. And whenever we can take those difficult times and turn them into expressions of music or art or poetry or woodworking or what have you, but take the power of those emotions and express them outward, that brings its own healing. Blues music is good because it's great art. Arts are a way to start healing the world. Let's have a prayer. Holy God, in those days when we feel sad, when we are sorrowful, when we can name our pain, help us do so to you. Help us call out to you, call out to those who love us and care for us, and ask for help to share the burden. And help us take our pain and our suffering and our fear and our dismay and turn it into something positive. Turn it into art. Turn it into a present to our larger community, and thereby reclaim our joy. Amen. May God's grace and peace and lightening up of your blues times be with you. Be blessed and be a blessing.